It looks like the seemingly perfect fairy tale between Halle Bailey and DDG has finally unraveled, and this time, the tea is spilling fast. What started as one of social media's favorite couples has taken a dramatic, and some would say predictable, turn. Just days ago, DDG shocked fans by dropping a bombshell confession. Yes, he did cheat on Halle Bailey. Not once, not twice, but multiple times. And if that wasn't enough to ignite the internet, he's now claiming that Hal cheated first. Yep, you heard that right. In a move that's left fans speechless, DDG is flipping the script and painting himself as the one who was betrayed first. The confession has sent shockwaves across Twitter, TikTok, and gossip forums everywhere. So what exactly did he say? What's the truth behind the accusations? And how is Hal responding? Today, we're breaking down everything, from the confession to the timeline, to the fan reactions, and what this could mean for both of their careers. Let's get into it. It all started late one night when DDG hopped on what seemed to be an unfiltered, off-the-cuff Instagram Live. The vibe was different, raw, emotional, and seemingly unplanned. For a guy who's usually all about his brand and image, DDG was visibly frustrated. And then it happened. Right there in front of thousands of live viewers, he admitted what fans had long speculated, that he was unfaithful during his relationship with Hal. "I ain't gon' lie," he said, his tone defensive but matter-of-fact. "Yeah, I cheated. It wasn't just once either. It happened more than once. But y'all acting like I'm the bad guy. Man, she cheated first." The chat exploded. Fans couldn't believe what they were hearing. Some thought it was damage control. Others called it manipulation. And a few, a very small few, started speculating about Hal's past behavior, wondering if there was more to her clean-cut image than the public knew. DDG went on to say that the relationship had been toxic for a minute, and that they had been off and on way more than people realized. According to him, the public only saw the curated Instagram moments, but behind closed doors, things were far from perfect. "She broke my heart first," he claimed. "So yeah, I stepped out. I'm not proud of it, but I'm not finna sit here and let y'all make me the only villain in this story." To really understand how shocking this confession is, we have to go back to the beginning. DDG and Halle Bailey first sparked dating rumors in early 2022. At first, people were skeptical. Hal, known for her grace, talent, and Disney princess energy, seemed like a curious match for DDG, a YouTuber turned rapper with a reputation for online drama. But by the time they made things Instagram official in early 2023, fans were warming up to the idea. Their couple posts were cute, coordinated fits, birthday shoutouts, vacations. It looked real. It looked solid. And despite some early criticism that Hal could do better, many fans began rooting for them. But cracks started to show as early as January 2024. Rumors of cheating began circulating when DDG was spotted out late with an Instagram model in Miami, and Hal suddenly unfollowed him on Instagram. At the time, neither addressed the drama directly, but Hal posted a cryptic story. "Sometimes silence is protection. Don't ask me for what I gave freely." Fans immediately assumed she was talking about loyalty, or the lack thereof. Then in March, Hal deleted most of her pictures with DDG from her feed. DDG, in turn, tweeted, "Y'all be believing whatever y'all see online. Sam." But at that point, the damage was done. The fairy tale was clearly falling apart. Now with DDG's confession on record, those breadcrumbs are suddenly looking like bright red warning signs. But perhaps the most shocking part of this whole saga is DDG's claim that Hal cheated first. Until now, there's never been a whiff of scandal around Halle Bailey. She's one of the few young celebrities who's managed to maintain a squeaky clean image in an industry known for mess. So when DDG pointed the finger back at her, fans were instantly skeptical. "She was texting her ex behind my back," DDG said during the live stream. "She ain't sleep with nobody that I know of, but it was disrespectful. And it hurt. I just ain't go public with it, cause I'm not that type of dude." He didn't provide names, receipts, or screenshots, just vague allusions to betrayal and heartbreak. And that's where things get tricky. Without evidence, it's hard to tell whether DDG is telling the truth or trying to shift blame and salvage his own image. Fans quickly took to Twitter and TikTok to share their takes. One viral tweet read, "So DDG cheated multiple times, but it's okay because Hal texted her ex. That's the bar now." Another user chimed in, "He's deflecting. This is a classic manipulator move. Cheat, get caught, then say, "But she did it first." Pathetic. Even blogs and gossip pages began questioning the narrative, pointing out that DDG's track record in past relationships, including with Ruby Rose, hasn't exactly been clean. Naturally, the internet is divided. Some fans, mostly DDG's loyal supporters, say he's just being real. They believe both parties made mistakes and that DDG deserves credit for admitting his faults publicly. A few even praised him for owning it like a man. But the overwhelming majority of fans are Team Hal, and they're not here for the finger-pointing. "She gave you class, peace, and public loyalty," one fan wrote. "And this is how you repay her. Get help." Another viral TikTok comment read, "Men will cheat, gaslight you, and then somehow convince the world it was your fault. Stay strong, Hal." On Reddit and Lipstick Alley, the tone was even more intense. Some users theorized that DDG timed this confession now because Hal is in a positive phase of her career, releasing music, focusing on motherhood, and glowing in every public appearance. "He wants to drag her into drama to stay relevant," one user commented. As of now, Halle Bailey has not made any official comment on DDG's confession. No tweets, no interviews, nothing. But if you've been following Hal long enough, you know that silence is her go-to move, and it speaks volumes. Just days after DDG's livestream, Hal was spotted at a high-profile event in New York, looking radiant in a red gown, smiling and unbothered. Paparazzi photos quickly made the rounds, with headlines reading, "Halle Bailey Guillovitos amid DDG drama. An unbothered queen steps out in style." To her fans, Hal's silence is not weakness, it's power, it's maturity, and it's the exact opposite of what many expect from celebrity breakups today. Notice how she never has to say a word. Her energy says it all. One tweet read, "That's a real woman." So what now? With the confession out, the ball is in Hal's court, though it's likely she'll continue to stay above the fray. As for DDG, this confession may have earned him some attention in the short term, but it's unclear whether the damage to his reputation will be long-lasting. Some insiders are already speculating that DDG might try to turn the drama into a song, a vlog, or even a podcast episode. He's no stranger to using controversy to fuel content, and with millions of followers, he knows how to keep his name in headlines. But fans are also watching closely. The tolerance for toxicity in celebrity relationships is wearing thin. Audiences are smarter, savvier, and way more critical of public figures who deflect blame and weaponize vulnerability without accountability. At the end of the day, this story is more than just gossip. It's a reminder of how messy love can get when it's lived out in the public eye. It's about power dynamics, emotional maturity, and how we react when the curtain gets pulled back on relationships we once idealized. DDG confessed to cheating. Halle Bailey hasn't said a word. And yet, somehow, she's the one walking away with grace, dignity, and support from millions of fans. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Do you believe DDG? Do you think Hal cheated first, or is this just another case of deflection and damage control?